I just never. I would prefer to have like a best friend, and I liked a guy named Cody that my videos are off the wall because my life was horrific and off the wall and not right. It has nothing to do with me. Everything to do with insane abusers. And I never wanted to be a part of them. I never, at least, I don't know. But Cody did. Yeah. I saw videos, and he didn't get into New Age, and he was, which is extremely old age. Like, the law of attraction did not, work for him. It wouldn't work for anyone who's poor, who's a victim, and at least Cody has, I don't even know what his last name is. He did the same thing I did, just doing daily videos of his life, and he even said, well, you guys that follow me know me more than I know myself. But my life is like super boring. Okay. And unfortunately, the other day I had a huge fight, why I did a recent video on Pretend Not Narcissist. I had to because I was hugely attacked by just being laughed at. That little nothing, that little weakling, Pretend Not Narcissist could never have done what you said. Oh yeah, he worked at Amazon, and that's the only proof that I knew that he's not a weakling. Nobody knows. Back in 2019, I don't know if they have all whatever the hell's happening in the world right now. But 2019, you worked hard as hell for your $1,000 for a week. Yes, you did. So, whatever he comes up with, too old and feeble, no way any that could ever happen. Yeah, that's why I had to make that stupid Norman Bates. It wasn't stupid Norman Bates video. I think it's genius. Making fun of people or entities that will never ever change. You can't do anything like Jeffrey Dahmer, except that's really weird. Jeffrey Dahmer was in the army for 9 years, didn't harm a fly. That's what you do if the character Norman Bates was real, if that was a real storyline, which is but certainly there's a hell of a lot of insane people out there that there's a possibility that it could be a true story. And you put a character like Norman Bates and Pretend Not Narcissist in the army, and he couldn't harm a fly. He wouldn't be able to harm anybody. That's where that's where an insane abuser belongs. And that includes my late husband. I can't help it that I know the worst awful people. It's not my fault. I'm a nice person, so people just cling to me and take advantage of me. Way back in 2012, I never had any money. It really sucks. So, there was a nice old man. Everybody knew he help people out with $1. They all flocked to him for $1. Oh, so-and-so, 2012. Oh, I think his name was Gary. Gary will help me out. And it's just horrible that you don't take advantage of that old man. That's his money. Oh, I don't have any money because all these, people knew they could take advantage of me. Did. I saw, a poor, I'll just say, gentleman yesterday. He's screaming in the streets for his girlfriend. Okay, unreal. Okay. You can hear him screaming because she stole from him. Okay, he wouldn't let up. He's screaming 2 blocks down from me. I'm like, oh my God. And he walking past me. I got her this, and she just, where are you? And that poor guy. Like, that's what you call a trauma bond. So he's trauma bonded by his really, really mean girlfriend. I mean, she's done it to him, like, the whole time he's known her, he said. Well, I saw her twice. Yeah. And I talked to him a few times, which was, I thought, I'm an open-minded person, so he's open-minded, and it's really nice to talk about how fucked up the world is. So it's just so sad to see somebody trauma bond. You know, like, he knows she's gonna steal from him, and he doesn't even have a job. I don't even know where. Maybe he has a brother or sister who gives him. I don't know. Who knows? But it's just so sad to see somebody being ripped off all the time. Now, pretend a narcissist with Purple Alien God, he's just completely insane. Yeah, he's never going to change. He just continually gives to Purple Alien God, Purple Alien God. Oh my God. I mean, he's completely... I guess it's the same thing with this poor kid. He wouldn't... I wouldn't do... I mean, if I was, like, a billionaire is the only way I would help out these people. I mean, it's questionable that the kid does drugs, so, yeah. Fine. Alright, look, kid. Billionaire now. Can't find any place. You know, all the rooms are taken up, but I'll give you a week in a hotel room. He'd be there with his girlfriend, and it would be like, yeah, I'm trying to help you out. You know. And I wouldn't even, I'd tell him to go to I would be the billionaire. You go to this office and you work, and then, and try to find a place. Like, I would help out that individual, right? And he'd mess it all up. He's trauma bonded to the girlfriend. But I mean, if you would have given me a chance with my late husband of doing something like that, like, oh, okay, well, here's a hotel room. People steal, like the maintenance of the hotel could steal or whatever. Anyone can steal, totally aware of that. So, you go to this office and you do this job. And you go on the computer and you do this and you do that. And you give a person a list of things to do. And hey, I'll do it. Oh, okay. If I would have done that, being away from my late husband, if I would have been given even a garage to live in, okay, if I would have lived in the garage, when I, get away from my late husband, with a sink, and some type of toilet, like a porta potty, or, live in the garage, like whatever. Or a piss bucket, that's my circumstances my whole life. Very, 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 very sad. Or pretend a lot narcissist. If I would have just had a garage with a piss bucket, that one got traumatized every single time I went to the bathroom and screamed to death and how awful a person I am, so ungrateful, stealing a roll of toilet paper every single time I go to the bathroom. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I'm so ungrateful. I'm so awful. I'm the worst person on the planet. There's nothing good about me. I use all the soap like anyone else would. I'm just the worst person. Okay, I want to live in the garage. Am I allowed to live in a garage? Just being honest. Alright, so, to get away from pretend I'm not narcissist or my late husband, I would have preferred a garage to live in with a sink and some type of, bucket on a lid type deal to be able to empty it somewhere, somewhere far away from the house. Whatever. Okay. I would have, that would have been a dream. That would have been, the best environment for me in the year 2019. And when I was living with my husband, that would have been so much better than death with them. I don't know why I had to explain this to people, how awful I really had it. I mean, so I'm not sure what I said. Beginning of this video. Crap. Just talk on. Living situations are that bad that garages, you know, you can look good. Okay, I was talking about that poor guy with his girlfriend. Yeah. So if you would have given me the chance, like churches should give a poor victim in the streets like Donna. I mean, her story is very, very, very sad. And I would respect her to never, ever talk about her story. I actually used her real name. So, yeah. If I should have used another character's name. Alright. Why doesn't a church, give her hotel for 1 week, and then you check her out while she doesn't do any drugs? Okay, she's rested up a little bit. Okay, you go there the second day, and you're like, she's older. Hey, we'll drive you to an office, and we'd like for you to work for 8 hours. And then if you do that and you're good, we'll pay for your hotel for the following week. And then, okay, well, now that, if you, monitor someone for 2 to 3 weeks and you see that they're not going to bother anyone, then it's like, okay, you can move in my garage because I can't afford the hotel anymore. But my garage I fixed up to look like a little room for you. And sorry, there's a piss bucket. Couldn't afford the porta potty. But you know what? I will empty that every single day for you. And I will bring you a meal every single day. And I will take you to your job, Donna. And you can come back and the garage looks like a room. A beautiful room to live in. I mean, my heart goes out to these people. I'm a real person. Why not give Donna a room, a garage? Because there's nothing else in Lancaster. Why not? Oh, you can't live in a garage. Well, I'm a billionaire, and it's cheaper than rooms. And my rule is being a billionaire, and it's cheaper for me. They're zoned for living. And people live in places where they're not supposed to live anyway. Like storage units. And I think there's an individual that still lives in a storage unit. I don't know. I don't talk to that situation at all anymore. So, totally unaware. Probably lives, whatever. But it's so hard to live when you have nothing and you have no support and you have no one to rely on. And that was me. That was the scenario with me and my late husband and Pretend a Lot Narcissists. They gave me nothing but made me, unfortunately, suicidal. That's horrifying. That's what insane abusers do. They are empty vessels, they absolutely hate themselves, and they put all of their hell energy into you, attacking you to death. And this was Pretend a Lot Narcissist and my late husband. And I say it, I say the truth all the time. It's not like I'm going to ever change. Okay, well, I'm talking about poor people in the street like Donna and this poor kid. Alright, probably does drugs. But, alright, if I were a billionaire, yeah, it would be hard for me to help out the little kid. But if I'm a billionaire, I could do it for a week. And I'd be like, you know what, I'm giving Donna, probably, a place to live because she's going to work because she's normal, she's okay. You're messed up. you're messed up with your trauma bonding that you won't get away from, and you're messed up with whatever you do. And you get 1 week, but I'm testing you for the week. I know you're going to mess up, but that's all you get. So, like every single low life, you would test them out and be like, yeah, well, you didn't do anything. I heard you did something that you shouldn't have did, violent against another human being. That wouldn't be this poor little kid yesterday, but yeah, you don't get any help at all. And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be that hard to try to live. Like, the churches shouldn't, like, open up your basement in the church where you serve food. Open up, a church. I mean, I was eating yesterday in the parking lot of a church, and I'm just looking at all the empty rooms in the old school. Or, so summertime, like, there's Donna, who doesn't do any drugs, doesn't even talk to anybody anymore. Let her live up there. And I don't know about this other weird girl I met, homeless. You just have to test people out. Like, you test them out. Like, I already know Donna wouldn't do anything, so she'd get to live in the, I'd be the billionaire, I'd buy the church. Alright, I don't know why I have all these empty rooms. Do they even go to school anymore? Well, I'm just gonna change it up. I'd buy the, old St. Joseph's, hospital before I got married in 2020. I mean, me and my, late husband were walking around in 2018. We spotted that St. Joseph's Hospital empty. Like, why isn't that a place for the homeless? Just take all the hotel rooms, and that would have been a perfect place for low-income housing. I mean, the people don't have a job, give them a job. Here, if you don't go to work every day and do what you're supposed to do, then you're fired and you don't get to live there. How hard is that? That's all I asked for my entire life. In 1999, 2006, 2010, 2012, 2016, where I was traumatized. Way too much. I shouldn't have went through all that. And I argued with the Jesus person on comments, oh, Jesus will take care of everything. Well, I'm 53 years old. I hope so, but I never was taken care of. Okay. Basically. Being attacked all the time. Like, and that's just mean gossip. Like, yeah, I have no income. And people already know that. And then they just take advantage of me. How can you even do that? So no one should be taken advantage of, and everyone should be helped out. Except, I don't know why the most evil people are helped out. Like, I did say the most disgusting truth that I hate, which is, unfortunately, if I was a child molester, I don't even know how this is coming out of my mouth, I would have had a much better life because of all the child molesters I knew that had great lives and nothing bad ever happened to them. And, doesn't matter if they child molest, but things are just given to them. Oh, here you go. Here's some help. Did I ever get any help? But like a year ago, it's just the way it is. And some of it was helping out homeless people, and God, talk about insane abusers. I'm sick of it. I mean, I'm like, oh wow, that was